Ho, ho, ho!
Bah! Humbug!
Hi, I'm Koko. This program is called Ho 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 Bah Humbug, as you saw in the intro. It's I wrote it back and produced it back in 2009 and performed it in 2009, 2010, and I believe 2011. Haven't done it in the last couple of years. And the program is basically talking about the trials and tribulations of the holidays, the stresses, the anxieties, the depressions, all the problems. Lots and lots of people have lots and lots of issues over the holidays. Understandably so, if you get the whole premise. I've broken this down into segments, and I'll cover them in about 5-minute chunks. It's nothing anywhere near the program, which I'll reproduce over the summer and put together as a package. It'll be a few hours long. But you'll get the gist of it, and I have some friends who have some certain issues that occurred in the last month or so, and hopefully some of these will address them specifically, indirectly, and hopefully it'll help them, and hopefully it'll help you. So, on with the next program. Koko here. Unemployment or underemployment. I'll kind of throw those two in. Yeah, everybody's got expectations at the holidays. Be them, gifts, be them travel, be them whatever they may be. And sometimes stuff happens. A lot of companies seem to lay people off over the holidays. I've seen witness to that. In fact, I've been a victim of that in the past. You need to address that, and it happens. Sometimes you have to adjust the scope of what you're doing. People have very high expectations around the holidays. They want a new iPad. They want a new iPod Touch. They want this. They want that. They want a new computer. Well, something, maybe you can't have that this year, or maybe it has to be postponed for a few weeks. I have done a few Christmas IOUs in the past. You do what you have to do. You understand that the holidays is supposed to be more of a celebration. The origins of the whole holiday is the winter solstice. It's when the day starts getting longer again, as opposed to up until the 21st of December, the days get shorter and shorter and darker, and then on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, suddenly the days are starting to get longer and warmer, and not necessarily warmer, but you get my point. And it was always a celebration. It has been a celebration for millennia. So perhaps the situation is, communication is gigantically important. You've got to talk to people. You've got to let them know. If you have kids, you've got to let them know, hey, this happened, and it's going to adversely affect Christmas. I'm sorry, but we'll work around it. Rather than beat yourself up, rather than be guilty, rather than doing a lot of things that people do, the solution is communication. Talk to the people involved and let them know what's going on. That's the simplest solution. It's always the simplest solution. And it is involved with, unemployment, underemployment. You may be working 2 part-time jobs because you lost your job and you're just making ends meet. Then you're just making ends meet, and you got to enjoy what you've got. There's some very, some Buddhist writings that talk about, you can never be happy until if you can be happy with what you have, then you will always be happy. And that's something a lot of people have to learn. Everybody wants and wants and wants and wants. And you kind of, at some point, have to stop and say, you can want and want and want. But if you can be happy with what you have right now and build on that, you will always be happy. And once again, happiness is a choice. You heard the last one, so we talked about that. So once again, communication. unemployment, underemployment, talk to everybody involved. Talk to your family. Talk to everybody and say, sorry, this is how it's going to be. It's embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Like I said, it's happened to me. It's embarrassing. It's difficult. Just do it. Because, once you do it, that weight is off your back and you'll feel better and you'll actually enjoy the holiday. But if you're carrying that guilt, and it's guilt for some reason, you feel guilty because you haven't spent, $5,000 on gifts or whatever, whatever your norm is. Well, sometimes you just can't, and sometimes it needs to be adjusted. So talk to everybody involved, get that weight off your back so you can actually enjoy the holiday as opposed to feeling guilty about it. As always, have a fantastic holiday. Koko, out.